there everyone, welcome to Violet Stream Tarot. So the reading that we're going to be doing today is what does your crush want you to know? So basically I just need you to think of a person that you're interested in. You might be dating them already, you might have dated them in the past, you might just have a crush on them. Basically just think of this person while you look at the piles and ask, what does this person want me to know about our connection, or what does this person want to tell me, because that's what we're doing today. So we've got 3 piles as always, and I've tried to make them kind of themed. I have a lot of these little toys, and so you'll be seeing a lot of these over the next few weeks and months, and I'm going to try and put them together so that they're themed, so that the characters that you see are all from the same film or TV series. So on pile 1 we've got Pluto, super cute. Pile 2 we've got Goofy. And on pile 3 we have Donald Duck. Probably my favourite of all of Mickey's friends. So whichever pile is jumping out to you is going to be the pile for you, and I want you to choose intuitively, not by the character that you prefer. So when I say intuitively, I mean look at the piles or the characters on each pile and see where you're feeling pulled. So you may just be unable to tear your eyes away from a particular character or a particular pile of cards. You may be unable to kind of stop looking back at that character, or you may just feel kind of a tingling sensation. Whenever you look at the character, it's completely different for every person. It's fine to choose more than one pile as well, or to ask about more than one person and therefore choose 2 piles. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons on my Patreon page, including Alex, Alexandra, Kat, Ashley, Jeanette and Kelly. Thank you so much for your support. If anyone would like to join my Patreon page and help out my channel, check it out in the description box. I have lots of links in there for ways that you can help out the page. I've got the Patreon page, I've got a PayPal link for donations and tips for the YouTube readings. I've also got an Etsy page for anyone who wants to book a private reading with me. I also offer angel healing sessions there. And also I have a Amazon tarot wish list, and there are some oracle decks on there as well for anyone who wants to send a deck to the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated so far, and to everyone who takes the time to look through the wish list or to check out the Patreon page to see if there's anything on there that you would like. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity and wanting to show your support for the channel. So you can pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Okay, so if you choose group 1 with Pluto, then this is your reading. So let's take a look and see what this person wants to tell you, what this person that you have a crush on or that you're romantically interested in wants you to know. So we're going to start with your tarot cards here. We've got the Sun, Archangel Uriel, says life is wonderful, thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Then we have the 6 of Ariel, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And then we have Epiphany, which is the Hermit card, Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So the only zodiac sign that's showing up at the moment is Virgo, but don't worry if that's got nothing to do with your connection or your relationship. That will only be for a few people. But what I'm seeing here is that this person definitely feels kindly towards you, because I'm seeing the Sun and the 6 of Pentacles. So straight away there are these happy, kind, caring energies associated with you as far as this person's concerned. It feels as though this person is pulled back a little bit though, because we've got the Hermit card there, Epiphany, and it's almost like they're kind of figuring out what they want, or they just need some time to themselves at the moment. Obviously, if you're watching this when I post this, although this is a timeless reading, there may still be restrictions in your country about how you can meet people, how often you can meet people, etc. So that may also be causing an issue. But what I'm seeing is that there's definitely some positive feelings towards you from this person. You seem to make them happy. You seem to make them smile or laugh a lot. And I think they just want you to know that they care as well, and that they do, I feel, hope to continue this relationship a bit longer. Like, they definitely consider this as something that's here for the long run. It's just they're dealing with something at this moment that's causing them to pull back a little bit, or that's causing them to think. So let's see what your other cards say. We've got so many cards here, and also if you're new to the channel, make sure you stick around and get your full reading, because we don't just do cards on this channel, we do charms and dice as well. So make sure you stay and get the full reading. So we've got two big cards here. We have the Seeker of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and it's Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz there. And then we have the Seeker of Hearts, so the Knight of Cups, and this is the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. So I think I will actually read a little bit from the guidebook for these cards, because I like how this guidebook is written, and often it pulls up some things that are kind of not in the traditional tarot, but are just put in there from this deck. Also, maybe a particular sentence will jump out at you while I read from them. So let's do Dorothy first, the Seeker of Wands. It says, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. A place you can get to without any trouble. It's far, far away, behind the moon, beyond the rain. So of course that's from the movie of The Wizard of Oz. And it says, many of us have shared the magnificent dream of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. A young girl from Kansas is swept up in a tornado and has an inner journey as she ventures off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, a supposedly exalted being who may be able to direct her back home. On her way, she encounters a good witch, a wicked witch, and 3 unique beings of varying character, the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. Ultimately, she finds her way home through the guidance of the Good Fairy. This angelic presence suggests to Dorothy that the answer to her problems lie within. Dorothy later says, if I go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look further than my own backyard, because if it isn't there, then I never really lost it to begin with. When Dorothy appears in your reading, follow your destiny and proceed on your life quest. Develop your confidence and spiritual strength. You may be exploring and perceiving unusual realities at this time. Your dreams may be colourful, profound, fun, or adventurous. Keep a notebook of your nighttime experiences. This may also be time for you to take an actual journey in the physical world, open to the entire range of possibilities. Take action to make your visions come true and eliminate the fear of getting lost or making mistakes. Your helpers and guides will direct you home when your magical adventure is about to end. So maybe there is a problem with distance here for some of you, but especially with the Hermit card, I find that really interesting that they're kind of, you know, linked there in a way, that there's this sense of self-discovery. Maybe this person still hasn't figured out what they want in life, and so they're trying to get that tied down in their own mind before they make this into something committed. So then the Tin Man here. It says, when Dorothy meets the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, he is very stiff. The tinsmith, his creator, has forgotten to give him a heart. He desperately needs to be oiled, signifying the blocked emotions causing his rigidity and pain. During the course of the story, the Tin Man cries, and his tears, which have made him rust before, are like the flow of oil, the elixir of love and sorrow that heals the wounds of the past. On the yellow brick road, the Tin Man seeks a heart with which to love, be joyful, dance, and sing. However, the wizard tells him he doesn't know how lucky he is not to have a heart. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable, he suggests. But the Tin Man still wants his heart, because without it he will never be fully human. The wizard offers him one more pearl of wisdom. A heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved by others. That's beautiful. And it says, when the Tin Man appears in your reading, be more open-hearted. Rejoice in your opportunity to experience an initiation into the realm of feelings, devotion, and compassion. Remember to express emotions. To cry is to reveal the pain that lives within the core of every human soul. Be a seeker of hearts and find the ways to uplift friends and relatives in trouble. As a warrior of universal love, you have a special gift of the spirit to offer every person you meet on the path of life. That is so lovely. Now it's kind of making a bit more sense. I wonder if this person is kind of finds it difficult to express their emotions, or finds it difficult to really open up. Even though it seems like they want to, it feels like they struggle to say those words that they care about you, or they struggle to actually show how they feel in terms of, you know, crying was used there, but I mean like expressing emotion in a physical sense seems to be difficult for them as well. We've got more zodiac signs coming out here now: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So if that resonates with you, take it on board. We also have here Masquerade, which is one of these cards. So Masquerade is interesting. This suggests that someone is not being entirely truthful in this situation. Maybe it's you, maybe it's this person. Someone is kind of concealing their feelings for whatever reason, maybe to protect themselves, maybe just because, as I said, they feel uncomfortable talking about how they truly feel, maybe because they don't want to hurt anyone else. But there is an element of holding back here and kind of not saying what's really on your mind, or not saying what's really being felt. Then we have Love Conquers All, Enduring Loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Now this is a beautiful card as well. Number 24, which boils down to the 6, like the Lovers card. Love conquers all. So I think this person definitely has feelings of love for you, definitely has romantic feelings for you. And we got 2 Whispers of Love cards in your reading. So number 39, be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So, I mean, that's just like the Masquerade card, isn't it? And also the Seeker of Hearts in a way. Be true to those experiences and to your emotions. It feels like either one of you has a difficulty with this and you just take it how it resonates. You'll know whether it's you or the other person. But it feels like if it is the other person, then they really want to kind of express how they're feeling, or they really want to be true and real. They just struggle with that. And we have number 42. So again, 2 and 4, 4 and 2 makes 60, makes 6. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Now again, interesting, because we have the Hermit card, and so I was talking about taking a break. Maybe this person is just tired with life at the moment and just needs to pull back from people in general, and maybe that's why you haven't heard from them as much as you normally do. Maybe that's why they might seem a bit snappy or a bit short with you if you try and get in touch with them, if that is what you have been experiencing. But it feels like this person just needs a kind of emotional detox at the moment. They need to get that energy back to themselves. I love this card. I love the mermaid sleeping. They need to recharge, basically. Then your Akashic Tarot card is 2 of Forces, the Willow. Okay, so again, I'm going to look in the guidebook, although I know that this is a positive card about strength, but this guidebook kind of explains the imagery in the decks better than I would. So the 2 of Forces, the willow tree. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible, and this card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. So again, that feeling of needing to rest, needing to have a little bit of a break, a little bit of calm energy. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and the depth of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Stand confidently in your truth and take the actions that support the growth of all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. So this person's definitely strong. And I feel like this card is like a symbol of saying, my feelings for you will overcome the situation that we're currently going through. They will overcome the physical separation that we have. They will overcome the difficulty in communication that we're having at the moment. That's what I'm seeing, is this person just saying, look, this will be overcome, you know, we'll come out the other side stronger, and we'll still endure with our relationship, or we'll still endure with our connection. That's what I feel this person's trying to tell you or wants you to know. So then we have here Canonos, life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So there's definitely a passionate energy here, and like a strong intimate energy. For some of you, this person definitely finds you attractive, and there's a lot of passion there. And then we have Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So beautiful Commander Ashtar, telling you basically to set an example to this person. So I feel like if you continue to show interest in this person, not in a forceful way, but if you continue to let them know that you care about them or you're interested in them, then they're going to take that positively as a sign that you are also willing to overcome this situation. So kind of lead by example in this way. Then we have Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counselling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So for some of you, there are children involved in this situation, or you've been thinking about having children. Some of you work with children, or one of you is a bit less mature than the other one. Just take that how it resonates. But I kind of feel for some of you, this is a kind of almost parent-child relationship in a way. Maybe there is an age difference, but I think a lot of you, one of you is more aware and kind of mature and sensible and grounded and open to things, and the other one is more childlike, lives in the moment, doesn't really think through long-term consequences kind of person, if that makes sense. And then we have also 2 Romance Angels cards, so you've got plenty of these cards. We've got Deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, which is exactly like the Masquerade card over there. And we have pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. So basically this person is saying, look, yes, I've maybe done something wrong, or I haven't been entirely honest with you. The ball is in your court, essentially, because I feel like this person's very into you and they do want to hang around in this relationship. They do want to see where this will go, but they're kind of giving you the option in a way. And so that's what I was saying about walk your talk. Like, if you are interested in this person and you do want to keep this going, then I think you're going to have to let them know, because I think they almost feel like if you want to walk away, I'm letting you do that because I completely understand why you would want to do that. Like, that's what I'm getting from their energy. There's definitely been difficulty communication for a lot of you, or there has been, for some of you, there has been lies, or there has been kind of distortion or withholding the truth, if you see what I mean. Kind of not flat out lying, but just holding something back that you would want to know, or kind of, you know, bending the truth a little bit in this relationship. So then we've got two of these cards as well. We've got a green card, which is a healing card, Heilung, and a black card, which is a victim card, Opfer. So we'll see what they say. So 28, Vertrauen. So yeah, trust. That's what Vertrauen means, trust. And you can see this person has walked over the river on these crocodiles and they haven't bitten him, and he's still playing with this ball, like he's just trusting that he will be taken care of, essentially. So this person seems to have quite a strong connection to spirit, whether they're aware of it or not, and they're just kind of trusting that everything is going to work out fine. But I think they also want to let you know that they trust you and they will respect your decision, regardless of what that is, regardless of whether it's going to be something they find very upsetting. They're going to respect that decision. And then we have Vergeltung, Opfer. So Vergeltung means like retaliation or revenge or kind of retribution, I guess, and it's number 2. And this is basically when you blame someone else for something that happened in your life, and that may be because they did cause that, or it may be because they just, you're kind of projecting your anger onto that person. As you can see, this person's walking on the ice, it's cracking underneath them. So I don't know whether you either feel like this person has betrayed you or treated you badly and therefore you feel like you want to retaliate, or whether you're kind of projecting these feelings onto this person or onto someone else, or whether it's maybe on the other person's side. But that's what I'm seeing. I will just read a tiny bit from the guidebook. It is in German, but I'll translate it as I read it, because I think there was a little section that really jumped out to me the first time I pulled this card. So it's all about, you know, wanting, kind of attacking another person as a reaction to something that you experienced that you found to be unjust. And it's often because of sacrificing yourself for someone else, or kind of that kind of situation. And it says here, this is kind of in quotation marks, like what the person might be feeling. It says, "You are guilty that this happened to me," or "It's your fault this happened to me. If you'd loved me more, or treated me better, or helped me, or not treated me so badly, then this would never have happened in my life." So that's basically the feeling that this card evokes. So you'll know whether it's on their side or your side, but I think for a lot of you, this person feels as though they've treated you badly, and they kind of are worried that you would want to seek revenge in some way or retaliate for something that they've done, and they don't want to be made to feel guilty, basically. That's what I'm seeing. So that's your cards. I'm going to put your charms and your dice on top now, group 1. So just a quick disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume turned up really loud, maybe wearing headphones, please turn it down now, just so that you don't get a fright while I do the shuffling, because it can be a little bit loud. But I know a lot of you do like the sound of the charms anyway. So group 1, what does your crush want to tell you? Okay, let's take a look. So the only initial that we've got here today is N. So that may mean something to you as a first name or a surname, a place name, you know, maybe a random word will just come to your mind when I say that. We've got the Hanged Man there that I can see. So this is all about, you know, thinking really deeply about what's happened, figuring out what you really want in a situation. It also makes me think a lot about sacrifice as well, though. So maybe someone has been sacrificing their happiness or their health in this relationship, and that needs to be addressed. We've got the 2 hearts linked together there. As I said, this person does seem to have a lot of love for you and a lot of care for you as well. We've got the word dream. So maybe you're their dream person, or they've been dreaming of you. We have just married as well. I feel like this person does want to offer you some kind of commitment. And the good luck charm, which is also the Irish charm. So for some of you, there will be connections to Ireland through people's names, surnames, family history. Maybe they live in Ireland, that kind of thing. There's also the Scottish charm, so definite Gaelic connection going on here. We have the spirit guide, ancestors charm, which really doesn't come out very often, but this means that passed over loved ones are kind of watching over this connection and trying to guide you and this person. Maybe this person's also suffered a bereavement recently, and that's what's causing them to pull back a little bit. We have trustworthy, and that's the Taurus charm, but I find that interesting that we've got trustworthy because we've got the word trust here, vertrauen, on this card. And the little deer as well. Someone kind of feels foolish in this situation. Someone feels like they were naive or like they trusted someone too much. So take that on board, whether that was you or this other person. You can see we've also got the snowflake obsidian ball, which is about overcoming obstacles. This person definitely doesn't think your connection is over. They want to keep trying. They want to give it another chance. We've got the turtle energy there, that's about going slowly, not rushing, and also with the Pisces charm, the fish, that's about going with the flow. Again, not fighting against the current or rushing anything, just allowing things to happen. Going slowly. We've got the gauntlet there as well. Now that's what you throw down if you want to challenge someone to a duel. So basically that's saying this person either wants to have it out with you, have a discussion that was kind of, you know, challenging you, why did you do this, or they feel challenged by you. I feel like it might be that if this person has upset you or betrayed you, they feel like, again with that retribution card, they feel like you might challenge them if they get in touch, or if they try to move forward in that way, they feel like you might blow up at them. And we've got the wasp there as well, the pain, feeling stung, feeling hurt, and it has landed on the masquerade card, so I wonder if that's to do with betrayal or lying or deception of some kind, or just not being open, that's causing this person or you to feel hurt or upset in this situation. So I'm going to get your dice on top now as well. I'm going to start with rolling a 6-sided dice, and if you're new to my channel, I do that to decide which set we're using because I have 6 at the moment. Okay, number 4, so that's the Looney Tunes dice. So we've got a very cartoon energy here. Not only have we got the Wizard of Oz and these little Mickey's friends, Sum-Sums and my gnomes as well, we've also got Looney Tunes. So let's see how many of these dice we're rolling, because I don't want to roll all 9 if they don't all have a message for you. 3. Okay. Okay, so what does Group 1's crush want them to know? Yeah, there's definitely been some kind of falling out here or some kind of argument situation, because this is that kind of stars image that we get when in Looney Tunes they're having a fight, or in most old cartoons there's like a fight scene. It just goes into this kind of tornado of stars and punches. So I feel like this person feels as though there's some unresolved aggression in this situation, or like they don't want to get into a fight, they don't want to get into an argument again. I'm sorry you can't really see my gnomes too much today, but I haven't got a great place to film at the moment, so they're a little bit pushed to the back. We've also got the person who has run off the edge of the cliff and now they're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall. So there's this feeling of maybe acting rashly and then not realizing the consequences that would come as a result of that. So maybe someone ended the relationship very suddenly or behaved in a way that would cause the relationship to end, and they didn't really think it through, and now they feel lost, or they feel, oh my god, why would I do that? Now there's no way back from this. And we've got Wile E. Coyote as well, the person who never seems to win. This person feels as though they're a bit of a loser, or like they keep messing things up, they keep screwing up, they keep losing you in a way, or pushing you away when they don't mean to, and I think they're kind of berating themselves for that. So that's what I've got for you today, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really resonated with what I've said. I would love it if you would give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would also love it if you would leave a comment below and let me know how this resonated with you. I love hearing about your situation and how the cards seem to fit so many different situations. I find that fascinating. But definitely this person seems to have loving feelings for you. They just feel like they keep doing the wrong thing or they keep messing up, but they want to give this another chance, so they want to see if you would be open to doing that. So I guess that's your thing to think about now, is whether you're prepared to trust this person again or whether you're prepared to let this person in again. But there's definitely a lot of love and a lot of passion there. So if you would like to book a private reading or an angel healing session, my Etsy page is linked in the description box. Please remember to leave me your name, email address and question when you book a reading, and if your question involves anyone else, please give me their name as well so that I can connect to their energy in the reading. If you would like to help out the channel in any way, thank you so much for your kindness. I have a Patreon page which is linked in the description, and we do exclusive picker cards over there and kind of ad hoc spiritual stuff. I try to post quite frequently. I also do monthly prize draws. There's a monthly prize draw to win a reading with me, and also at the beginning of each month there's a poll to choose the new decks that we get for the channel. I also have a PayPal link for donations and tips, and I have an Amazon wish list for new tarot and oracle decks. If you're feeling very generous and you'd like to get a new one for the channel, please do check that out and see if there's anything out on the wish list that you like and that you think would work well with the decks I've already got. But thank you so much for watching this. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, Group 1. Take care. Hi there, if you chose Group 2 with Goofy, then this is your reading, so I'll just pop him there. And let's take a look and see what this person wants to tell you, or what the person you've been thinking about wants you to know about your connection. Also, if you're new to my channel, please stick around and make sure you get your full reading, because we don't just do cards here, we do charms and dice on this channel as well, so make sure you stay and get all of that. So we've got the Chariot here, Archangel Metatron. It says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. The Five of Ariel, Five of Pentacles. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And then we have the Three of Michael, Three of Swords. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So Cancer is the only zodiac sign that's coming out at the moment, but that may change as we look at other cards. But I'm definitely seeing this person as kind of being a very emotional person, or they're going through a very emotional time. I don't know if you've broken up with this person or if they're kind of going through a breakup or a grief situation, but it certainly seems like they are hurting right now, and that they just want to tell you that they're kind of emotionally, I want to say, unstable at the moment. They're trying to get back on the horse and get back in control, but they're feeling pretty down about themselves. I'm seeing them having actually self-esteem issues, feeling like they're a bit of a loser. That's what I'm seeing from their energy. Like they feel as though people have abandoned them. Maybe you have stopped contact with them and that's why. They feel as though they're just not good enough for you or for anyone at the moment. They feel pretty low. So I'm going to look at your other cards and see what they have to say, because this person really seems to be struggling, if I'm honest, or they seem to be going through a bit of a tough time. So let's see what the cards have to say. We've got the Child of Hearts, which is the Page of Cups, and it's Goldilocks here. The three bears are in the background. So definitely a lot of emotions is what this person's feeling. And we've got Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces now as the zodiac signs that are coming through. It feels as like this person is trying to kind of find their true home. They're trying to figure out where they belong and what their purpose is in this life. They're trying to figure out maybe whether you like them or whether someone else is interested in them, but they seem to be pretty upset. So I don't know what's gone on in this connection. Group 2, I don't know if you've broken up or if this person's been hurt by something or someone that may be external to your situation, but I'm seeing them as feeling kind of not accepted is the word. They kind of feel rejected in a way, and they feel pretty unhappy right now and almost like they're not welcome by you or by someone else, and that's caused them a lot of very difficult feelings. So I'm going to see what else we've got. So we have questioning your beliefs. Yeah, this person's definitely feeling pretty down and kind of struggling to decide what to do, basically. They're like, well, what should I do? You know, I thought this person liked me and now it seems like they don't, or I thought we had something good and now we're not together anymore, or I thought this person would always be in my life and now they're not. And this may not just be related to you, you know, there may be someone else in their life, a friend or a family member who has passed over or who has kind of left them in some way, and that's causing them to feel unhappy. But that's what I'm seeing, them feeling kind of rejected and low and pretty upset. So that, yeah, we have sacrifice here, number 35, which boils down to an 8. Renunciation, offering, letting go. They feel as though they've kind of been beaten in a way. They feel like, well, I'm just surrendering now and seeing what happens because there's nothing more that I can do. And we have number 41, do something for someone, give your attention to another. Lots of lovely animals in this image. Do something for someone. So maybe they are looking at someone else and that's creating this fear for them because they don't know if they're the right person for them. Maybe they have turned their attention elsewhere, or maybe they are hoping that you will come towards them and do something to show that you care. You know, if you have walked away from this person or blocked them or broken up with them or had an argument with them, maybe they're hoping that you will do something to show that you do actually care and kind of change this situation around a little bit. Then you've got 2 Akashic Tarot cards. So we've got number 11, the Ark of the Covenant, and the One of Forces, the Akashic Field. And I'm going to read from the guidebook for these decks because I love the way that this guidebook is written and it definitely explains the cards much better than I could. So the Ark of the Covenant, first and foremost, it says, the stars are shining on a serene desert night. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. 2 men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It can also show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working towards greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work towards your highest purpose, to uphold the sacred covenant you have to touch the world with your light. So some of you are going through divorces, or this person is kind of disentangling themselves from someone else, but I feel like this is a heavily karmic situation that this person is going through. So if you have been, you know, upset or betrayed by this person or felt like you just couldn't continue a relationship, then just know that this is part of their karmic contract. And the Akashic Field as well, One of Forces. It says, like the Akashic Field, the Aurora Borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic Field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card upright tells you that amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in this pursuit with a conscious focus, write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic Field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make them happen. So this person has definitely been dealing with karmic issues, karmic contracts. I feel like they've almost been asking for guidance or asking for some kind of help from above, regardless of whether they are a spiritual person or not. It's almost like they've reached the end of their tether and they're like, can you at least help me in some way, or show me the way, or, you know, improve my situation in some way? And it does feel like things are going to look up for them. It feels like they are starting to move out of the difficult part, but definitely dealing with a lot of karma, dealing with issues maybe even from past lifetimes where they have acted in a certain way that's led to this karma coming back to them, or it may even have been in your relationship or previous relationships, the way that they acted that caused this karma to come back to them. But I don't think they're having the best of times at the moment. Then we have Odin, Psychic Insight. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. So this is almost saying you kind of know what this person is feeling already, or you know what this person's going through already. Maybe you have heard that they've been turned down for a job, or you've heard that their divorce isn't going very well, or that they're feeling a bit low. So you already kind of know intuitively what they're experiencing. Then we have abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Okay, so definite past life issues. You may even have had a past life with this person, and that's why you've triggered the karma, or why it's happening while this person knows you and is kind of in a connection with you. But what I'm seeing as well is that there is some kind of, because now this is aligning with the prosperity situation, maybe they are going through a divorce and they're trying to get the money, or they're trying to focus on their career and it's just not going very well. I see that taking a little upswing at the moment. So if you are annoyed at this person and are kind of hoping that things aren't going well for them, just know that in their career things might start to turn around, or in their finances things might start to turn around and go pretty well. So if they have been having financial worries, I see that about to change, because I do see that being kind of on their mind, like finances are not going very well, or at work they don't seem to be progressing, and that's kind of preoccupying a lot of their mind. But just know that that is going to turn around for them soon. So then we've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so this person may be in your friendship group. I feel like your friends can help you in this situation, either by bringing you together if you want to chat to them, or by kind of letting you know how this person's doing, because if this person does seem quite down and you're trying to get closer to them, then I kind of feel like it's not the best time to push forward. But I do see their luck changing around pretty soon, especially where finances are concerned. So if you're in a friendship group with this person, or you know them through friends, or you have mutual friends, then kind of asking your friends in the next few weeks how they're doing, or have they spoken to them, what was it like, how are they doing, that kind of thing, then that will give you a good idea of roughly how this person's feeling, how this person is, how their life is going, and whether it's the right time to kind of reach out to them or make a forward movement in this situation. But I do see you as having a past life with this person, and that may be why you're kind of psychically aware of what's going on in their life. But I think also they're dealing with past life karma at the moment, and that's causing a lot of emotion and a lot of kind of stress and grief in their situation. They've lost something, or they've been rejected in some way, and that's causing them to feel very unhappy. And then you have one last card, this blue card, which is Das Unbewusste card, and Das Unbewusste means the subconscious. So the blue cards are subconscious cards. It's number 19, and it says Schamanische Prüfung, so shamanic test. Definitely a karmic situation, definitely a situation where they are being tested by something higher than themselves, because they have to tie up these karmic loose ends. They are going through a tough time, that's for sure. I don't know how much they're expressing this to you or how much you're aware of it, but it seems like you are aware of it, and they're kind of in emotional turmoil at the moment, and they're going through like difficulty after difficulty. I feel like it's strongly to do with their relationships, but also with their finances. But I'm going to get your charms and your dice to see what else we can find out about this situation. But definitely that's kind of preoccupying them at the moment. But I like that this card is in the center, because obviously if you feel romantically towards this person, it seems like they want you to show them that. They want you to show them that they care. So with that being right in the center of your reading, it's like saying this person is open. It's just not the best time for them right now. So if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume turned up really loud or headphones in, you might want to turn it down while I shuffle the charms. I know a lot of you love the sound of it, but some people don't like it, so that's just my little disclaimer before I start shuffling. So group 2, this person. What does your crush want you to know, group 2? Wow, lots of charms. Okay, let's see what we have. So we've got N, dropped it, N as an initial, also I, V, and R. So N, I, V, and R are your initials today. That could be your name, this person's name or surname. It could be a company name, a place name, anything that just comes to your mind. It might just be a random word. Don't worry if nothing comes, because it might be for someone else. It might not be for many people. We've got the Libra charm there. So that's another indicator of what this person's sign could be. We've got I love football, so there's an important hobby that they're trying to use to take their mind off things, and maybe that could be how you get to know this person a bit better, or how you kind of move towards this person, because maybe there is a hobby that you are also interested in that you kind of share and you could bond over that. Or an interest. I'm saying hobby, but it might just be an interest. We've got an angel feather there, so angels are around this person. Brave, they're definitely going through a tough time. They're definitely kind of muscling through something pretty difficult. We've got the good luck charm there though, so definitely their experience is going to change soon, and I can see this big star as well, so positive times are on the horizon. They are being guided whether they're aware of it or not, and they're going to experience something better soon. They're kind of almost at the light at the end of the tunnel. They can almost touch it. We've got the dove of peace there as well. And the springtime charm, which is also a fertility charm, and it's about being true to yourself. It's a hare, so I always think mad as a March hare, which makes me think about just being who you are without apologising or without feeling bad about that. So definitely this person's life is going to calm down a little bit soon, and then I think it's going to be a better time for you to move towards them. Because we have got the shark there, which is about fear symbol. The monkey, playfulness, light-hearted energy. Maybe one of you is born in the year of the monkey. We've got the stability, security, household symbol there. So again, if they have been worried, especially about finances, or if they've had to move out of their house, again, some of them will be going through divorces or breakups, then just know that that's going to settle down soon as well. We've got freedom in the heart space, which is really nice. So I do feel like a lot of them are disentangling themselves from relationships, or they're kind of getting over a bereavement, or they're getting over a situation where a friend has kind of really let them down, or had an argument with them and left their life. And a solution to this situation will be found, which is nice. And this is got the Triskelion on it, so if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you'll know what I'm about to do. I'm going to pull a Manannán Maclia card. So the Triskelion is the symbol of the Celtic sea god. He is one of my patron gods, and so I made these little cards to communicate with him, and whenever I get this key with the Triskelion on it, or a charm that's just a separate Triskelion, then I pull one of these cards and see what he wants to tell you. So Lord Manannán, what do you want to tell Group 2 about this connection with this person who seems to be going through a tough time? Okay, we've got a few cards that have fallen out, so let's take a look at them. So we have Wave Sweeper. And we have King of Druids. And Energy Whirlpool. Wow. Okay, so Wave Sweeper. Wave Sweeper is Manannán Maclia's boat in Celtic mythology, and it's a boat that rows by itself, so it takes you to wherever you need to go. And so this is basically saying this person is being guided and is being taken to where they need to be, essentially. They're being taken out of the depths of the ocean and the storm to somewhere safe. So just know this person's life is going to improve, and then they're going to be more open to speaking to you and kind of possibly pursuing something romantic. Put that there. Then we have King of Druids. So Druids in ancient Celtic society were healers and lawmakers and kind of judges. They were all manner of different things. They were also sorcerers, and Manannán was sometimes known as the king of the Druids because he possessed these qualities as well, and he was said to be one of the first Druids, or kind of a example of a perfect Druid or something like that. So this person may be involved in legal disputes, but also a healing is undergoing for them at this time, and this person is kind of being watched over by Manannán, which I think is nice, or they have a druid as one of their spirit guides who is watching over them, because that's saying that this presence is there for this person and is kind of helping them get out of this situation. And then we have the energy whirlpool, so definitely this person is kind of being sucked in to this situation. They don't know how to get out of it, they don't know when it's going to end. It's this kind of shamanic test feeling where everything is just up in the air. They feel lost, they feel unsure, uncertain, very heavy, intense energy, but as I said, it's not going to last forever, and I kind of feel like they're already coming out of it. We've got the passport there, so this person may not be from your country or from your culture, or they may speak another language. Travel may also be on the horizon. We've got the worry thread there, and free will. Free will, the little crown, making decisions that are important for them. This person needs to kind of get their sense of self back and to kind of be able to decide, actually, now I'm back in control, now I get to make decisions, because it feels like they've not felt in control of their life for a while, and that's been very disorientating and kind of disempowering for them. We've got the snake there as well, so for some of you there is also a connection to the year of the snake. This means there is someone in this situation, it may be this person, it may be someone who's a third party, like a friend, who is kind of an unexpected ally in many ways. Someone that you wouldn't expect to be kind to you or to help you ends up helping you. You know, someone that you might have been enemies with, or someone that was friends with someone you didn't like, ends up helping you. So I wonder if they're going to get financial help or help in their career from someone that they didn't think would help them. And then lastly, we've got Aphrodite or Venus coming out here as well. So you've got quite a few deities coming to oversee this situation, and two of them are patron deities of mine, Manannán and Isis, but then we've also got Aphrodite, Odin, and Abundantia. So a lot of divine energy here, and I'm going to do your dice. Really interesting. So let's roll this dice first. This is a 6-sided dice to see which set we're using. I have 6 sets of dice at the moment. Okay, with number 5. So that is the actions dice. And then I roll this 10-sided dice to see how many of them we roll. Okay, we're getting 4 dice today. Okay. So yeah, this person really just wants you to know that they are interested, but it's just not the right time, is what I'm seeing. But I do see that changing for them soon, so don't worry that they're going to be stuck in this situation for years. But very strong past life karmic energy. So what does group 2's crush want them to know? I think it's really interesting about the psychic connection there as well, that you seem to be so connected to them or to understand what this person's going through without really consciously knowing. Yeah, so this person's reaching for something. They have a goal in mind and they want to receive it, but they're going to need help to get there. So again, I feel like they're going to receive help from someone. I don't know if that's you, to be honest, because I think it may be someone else, but for some of you it may be you that can help them out. This person who's digging the hole, digging deeper into a situation, they kind of feel stuck at the moment and they don't know how to get themselves out of this difficult situation at work or financially. I feel like the emotional thing is just going to heal itself on its own, but that's what I'm seeing. We've got the person trying to catch the butterfly. I think things will work out for this person. I do think they're going to achieve a goal that they've set themselves or feel like they've got to a place where they're comfortable again. It's taken them a lot of hard work, but I like that it's landed on the very soon card. And then here, the person who is lifting the weight, he is very determined, he is very strong. This person is stronger than they realise. They're very resilient and endurant, and they're going to feel pretty proud of themselves when they come out the other side. Like, not straight away, but when they look back on it, they're going to think, yeah, I did well to get out of that situation and to still be standing and to still be open to new experiences. So if you're interested in this person and you want to take it forward with them, just wait a little bit is my advice to you. It does say very soon here, so as I said, I do think things are turning around for them in the near future, but just wait a little bit while they're not still dealing with all of this stuff. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty intense and it looks like it's kind of flawed them in a way. So once they get back onto an even keel, then would be the time to move forward towards them, and it looks like your friends, mutual friends, might be able to help you. So I hope you enjoyed this group too. I would love it if you would give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd also love it if you would leave a comment below and let me know how it resonated with you. I love hearing about your situations and I do try to reply to as many comments as I can. If you would like to book a private reading, the link to my Etsy page is in the description box. I also offer angel healing sessions on there. Please remember to leave me your name, your email address, and your question when you book a reading. And if your reading concerns anyone else, then I'll need their name as well to connect to their energy in the reading, so don't forget to leave that. Also, if you'd like to help out the channel in any way, I have a Patreon page linked in the description where we do pick a card readings that can only be seen on that page. We also do a monthly prize draw to win a reading with me. You get to vote on new decks that we use on the channel, which decks we get each month. All kinds of things basically. So if you like the sound of that, go and check it out. There might be something you like over there. I also have an Amazon wishlist for tarot cards and oracle cards as well. Please take the time to look that over. If you're feeling generous, there might be something there that you really like the look of and that you think would work well with the decks that I already have, and that would be very kind of you if you were considering sending me a deck from that wish list. I also have a PayPal link for donations and tips for YouTube readings. So thank you so much again for watching this. Thank you for your generosity and your kindness. If you have donated or you're considering doing that, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Have a great rest of your day, Group 2, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, if you chose Donald Duck and pile 3, then this is your reading. So let's take a look at your cards and see what your crush wants to tell you or wants you to know. And just remember as well, if you're new to my channel, that we don't just do cards here, we do charms and dice as well. So make sure you stick around for that and get your full reading. So we've got the 10 of Ariel there, the 10 of Pentacles. It says there is so much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. 10 of Michael, 10 of Swords. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And the Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. Okay, interesting. So what I'm seeing is that this person is definitely physically attracted to you. They definitely consider you to be physically very beautiful or very appealing in that sense. I feel like it's kind of ups and downs as far as this person's concerned right now. Like, they seem to be very secure in one area of their life, and then in another area of their life there has been an ending. I feel like they feel secure in this relationship and they consider that it has long-term potential. I wonder if this is kind of an on-off thing for a lot of you, whether you've been in a relationship with this person or dated them and then broken up with them and then got back together, that kind of thing. But that's what it feels like for a lot of you. But for some of you, it's more like they're into you, but at the same time they're dealing with problems in their private life or in their work life, and so that is taking up a lot of their energy. But let's look at your cards, the rest of your cards, and see what they have to say. So we've got 2 of these cards. 5 of Crystals, the 5 of Pentacles, the lovely little gnome there. And 2 of Crystals, 2 of Pentacles, so more gnomes. So lots of earth energy here coming through. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, what I'm seeing is this person's kind of working hard for some reason. They're trying to rebuild their life or an area of their life in some way. And maybe that is taking some of their attention or energy away from you a little bit. Maybe you know that they're really working on a certain project, or they're working hard at work, and that's taking a lot of their energy or a lot of their time. But you can see this gnome is working diligently. He's whistling. He's hoping that this is going to bring him some fruits of his labour. We've got the apples all around there representing the fruits of hard work. And he's kind of putting this stained glass window on this cute little house in the tree. Maybe some of these people are moving house or are renovating or something. And then the 2 of Crystals is all about balance and coming into union and harmony. And as we can see, the owl is the midway point, the special point, who's kind of the mediator between the divine masculine and feminine here. So this person wants to come into balance and harmony. They're just figuring out how to do that. And it may be that they're experiencing a kind of discord or disharmony in their private life or their work life as well. And so that's reflecting in this relationship or in their relationships more generally. We've got intuition here as well, which is interesting. So maybe you kind of have an idea of what this person's feeling already, or you have an idea of what they're going through just intuitively. And I think also they're just trying to go with their intuition as well. Like they're trying to just figure out how comfortable they feel doing this or how comfortable they feel doing that, and they're just going as they're being guided to. They're not rushing, they're not trying to actively slow things down, they're just going at the pace that they feel comfortable with. So we have nightmare here, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams, number 5. And also knowledge, study, learning, and education, number 3. So I find that interesting. This person seems to be working hard, and for a lot of you that will be study, or it will be work, or it will be training, but also they're undergoing some stress at the moment, as I can see there. They're maybe not sleeping properly, or they are not sleeping properly, or getting bad dreams, or low quality sleep, or they're not sleeping enough. There's definitely a lot of mental stress going on there. Some of them may suffer from anxiety or other mental health issues, but I'm seeing that as kind of flaring up at the moment and causing an effect. So maybe they're pulling back from relationships more generally, and they're just trying to focus on their project or whatever this work or study situation is. So then we've got love makes the difference, number 31. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Now, I think that's lovely, because clearly this person has had an issue that's caused them some stress or anxiety, and also with the 10 of Swords as well, there's that feeling of an ending that is painful or that is difficult to deal with. But the 10 of Ariel, the 10 of Pentacles, is all about security and feeling like you are well provided for, and there's a stability there, and this gnome is building a little home for himself, which again gives that feeling of stability and wanting security. So I feel like this relationship, whether it's a romantic one, you know, on both sides, or whether it's still in a friendship phase or just knowing each other, talking to each other, gives this person some feeling of security and makes this person feel cared for, or makes this person feel in some way wanted or worthy. I think that's a beautiful message. And then here we've got the Queen of Keys. So definitely this person is focused on their career or their study at the moment. That's what the Queen of Keys is all about. It's all about their own authority and making sure that they are successful and kind of secure, and that they won't have to worry in the future. For a lot of you, this person is a business person, or they work in finances, banking, or an academic field, but that's what I get, especially with the Queen of Keys. So then we've got Joan of Arc here, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So this person kind of wants to have a discussion with you. They want to talk to you. They want to tell you all of this stuff that, you know, if I haven't been speaking to you very much, it's just because of work, or it's because of this project that I've got. I just need to do this at this time, or yes, I do have feelings for you, or I do find you beautiful, or I am interested in that way. This person wants to talk to you about something. And we have Kuan Yin here, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I think that's really beautiful as well. So definitely a lot of caring feelings for you from this person. They definitely feel kind of peaceful at the thought of you, and they want to continue this relationship and see where it goes. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So passionate feelings as well, that's lovely. A lot of physical, intimate feelings coming from this person. And then you have 2 of these cards. Now one of them is black and one of them is blue. The black cards are called Opfer, which means victim, and the blue cards are Das Unbewusste, which means the subconscious. So we've got the black card, Erwartungen, number 5, so expectations, and we got a 5 with the nightmare card as well. So expectations, this person's expectations that they set themselves, you know, their own kind of need to succeed, or their own hard-working spirit is causing them some stress or some difficulty. You know, they're kind of forcing themselves to work to deadlines or to work to a certain standard, and it's almost unsustainable in a way, or it's taking a lot of their energy. So that's what's causing them to be a victim at this time. And then we have number 22, Wertlosigkeit, worthlessness. And again, we see the person who's sweeping and the people who are talking, and it does look like a business or corporate setting here with the suits and everything. So this person feels tiny in some way, or they feel not noticed or insignificant in some way. And this may be at work, or it may be in their relationships more generally. They may think that they're not an attractive person and that you're out of their league. They may feel that they're just being looked over at work and that they're not being recognized for the hard work that they do. It's whatever it is, it's causing some self-esteem issues, and it's causing them to feel not good enough, or it's causing them to kind of feel like, I need to work harder to prove myself, when in actual fact that's just not the case. They should probably take a little break from work, or work a little bit less hard for a while, because they seem to be running themselves into the ground in a way. But that's what I'm seeing. So if you're wondering why this person sometimes feels not very confident, or like they are deflecting from their own achievements, it's because they don't feel a strong sense of self-worth. Now, group 3, because we pulled a Kuan Yin card for you, I want to pull a Kuan Yin Oracle card. So let's see what Kuan Yin wants to tell you about this situation. I haven't used these on the channel at all yet, and I haven't used them in any personal readings either. So I've had this deck a very long time, but I just didn't take it abroad with me when I moved to Germany or Russia. And since being back in the UK, I haven't used it either. So this is a first for the channel. Okay, so Lady Kuan Yin, what do you want to tell group 3 about this connection that they're experiencing with this person? Wow, okay. Let's see what we've got. So we've got Veil of Shadows, number 34. Oh no, sorry, number 43. Many Hands of the Goddess, number 17. And the Amaryllis Lute, number 34. Oh my goodness, that's so weird, because I said number 34 and it was 43, and then I pulled number 34 as well. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook, because this is an Alana Fairchild deck. I love the way that she writes her guidebooks, and because they're such strong and powerful cards, you kind of need the guidebook a little bit. So Veil of Shadows says, a lotus blossoms with deep, rich mud into which she plunges her roots and draws great nourishment. From this mud, made of water and earth, growth happens and great beauty is revealed. Your soul lotus thrives through depth of emotion and aliveness of your body, into which she can plant herself and unfold as a lotus of light. Your soul lotus is blossoming, just like a plant that outgrows the pot into which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing. Your soul lotus needs more mud, some more water and earth energy, so that it can grow and shine. So definitely this person needs to take care of themselves more. That's what I'm seeing. They are going through a period of growth, and this may manifest in their relationships or in their work or just in their own sense of self, but they need to kind of drink more and sleep more and, you know, drink more water, take care of themselves in that sense, because they're burning themselves out basically. And then we have number 17, Many Hands of the Goddess. The goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and create genius now, for there is much that you can accomplish together, and she wants to assist you. So, as I said, this person's multitasking. They're doing a lot right now. They may work with Kuan Yin, or they may be interested in Buddhism, or you may be, but it's interesting that Kuan Yin has come out for you in this reading, and that 3 cards have pulled for you when I pulled this clarification card. So then the Amaryllis Lute, number 34. It says, you have won a victory, beloved, a victory over the past, and the Amaryllis Lute is sounding through every cell of your being, heralding your raising vibration as you leave fear behind you once again. In fact, the lute says you are growing fast and spiritually. You are outgrowing your old life even more so. When your vibration changes, so too does your life, beloved. This is natural. It is safe and loving for you to release that which no longer feels right for you, no matter how much it was important in your old life. It might not have the same place in your new life. So this person is definitely going through a period of growth. That's been said twice now, but it feels like they are leaving things behind, as we got with the 10 of Michael as well. They are leaving behind things that maybe they used to cherish, and so that may be painful for them. You know, maybe they've had to end some friendships, or maybe they've had to reduce their contact with family members, or they've had to move away from a place that was really important to them, or change their job or something. But just know that this person is kind of going through ups and downs. They're going through emotional highs and lows at the moment, and it will settle in the future. They just need to kind of keep going and understand that there's a reason behind all of this evolution and all of this madness. So let's do your charms and dice now, group 3. So just my little disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume very loud or are wearing headphones, you might want to turn it down while I shuffle them. So group 3, what does your crush want you to know? What does your crush want to tell you? Wow, plenty of charms. Now, this rolled out and fell out while I was shuffling, so this is the Love and Relationships ball. So lovely that you got that charm as your first one. Then we have the letter Z. That may be someone's initial, it may be a random word that comes to you. Freedom in the heart space. This person's definitely moving on from something that was very emotionally draining, and they're coming more into their own independence and sense of self. There's definitely loving feelings for you here. They definitely are interested in you. They care about you. They want to understand this connection a bit more and get closer to you. They're plotting their next move pretty carefully. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to make a fool of themselves. So this may be connected to their self-confidence issues. You may be the person that needs to make the first move, because as I can see with the baby tapir, this is someone who is kind of shyer than you might think. Like, they don't have a lot of confidence or trust in themselves. The hockey sticks. This is going to be a team game, you know. It's going to take both sides to bring this together. They're a very creative person. They may have been feeling especially creative at this time, of course, with the Empress card that landed on. Nurturing as well, self-care. They definitely need to take care of themselves a bit more, and they're just going to take things slowly with the turtle here. They're not going to rush, they're not going to force anything to happen. So if you want things to move forward more quickly, it's going to have to come from your side. I see that they're possibly feeling a bit lonely as well. They kind of want more support, or they want more people to talk to. There's the feminine there, feminine energy. So they may be actually quite an intuitive or feminine person in many ways. We've also got the passed over loved ones charm. Now this very, very rarely comes out. I've only pulled it about 4 or 5 times in the entire time that I've had it, which is a long, long time. And it came out in one of the previous piles as well, which I find incredible. So passed over loved ones seem to be coming over to guide these connections, or to guide the people through what they're going through. We've got made in Germany. So for some of you, there is a German connection here through the person's name or surname. It may be you as well. Maybe someone speaks German or has lived in Germany or Austria or Switzerland. We've also got this angry feeling here, the gun. That's all about negative emotions. So this person's trying to overcome those difficult experiences and come back into right alignment. There's the worry thread there as well. The changes they've been going through in their life has made them quite unsettled and quite scared, I think. There's a wish charm there. They are making some kind of wish, and you may want to as well. If I just pick it up again, you may want to focus on this and make a wish. If it's gonna, can't get the camera to focus on this. There. You may want to pause the video and just make a wish looking at that charm, because it feels like this person has a desire or a dream that they want to pull about. They want to bring it about. They're waiting for the stars to align. They may also be a star seed, as may you. They're just having faith that everything will work out. They are being protected, and you are as well. Oh my goodness, we've got the Triskelion. So I'm going to pull you another card, and we have Hermes or Mercury as well. I do want to make some cards for Hermes because he's another patron god of mine, as is Mananor Maclea, which is this Triskelion symbol. So I'm going to pull a Mananor Maclea card for you, and I did this for pile 2 as well, but they didn't get that charm. They got a different Triskelion charm. Wow, so we're channeling 2 deities immediately. So Lord Mananor, what do you want to tell pile 3 about this connection that they're going through? So these are little cards that I made to communicate with this deity. He's the Celtic sea god, Manannán Maclia. Starry Sea. Okay, that's incredible because this is a starseed card, and I've just said you and this person may be starseeds. So you are being guided by something higher, and you kind of do see everything working out on the horizon. You may not be aware of that yet. This person may also not be aware of that yet, but this person is a starseed, and I think you are as well. I think you are part of each other's star family. So you have met this person for a reason, so just be aware of that. That's a lovely message. I'm seeing the wasp there. Now that's a symbol of pain or hurt. This person feels stung or they feel hurt by what they've been going through, but they are welcoming greater abundance into their life. We've got the wheat sheaf there, symbol of abundance, symbol of the harvest. And the dragon, I think that's the last charm. So the dragon is a symbol of something very significant. They're going through a very significant experience, and this is going to be a significant experience for you too. This relationship is going to leave a lasting impression on you. One or both of you may also be born in the year of the dragon, as an extra message. And now I'm going to do your dice. So I roll a 6-sided dice to see which set we're using, group 3. Okay, number 4. So that's the Looney Tunes dice. Very cartoon themed today with the Donald Duck and now the Looney Tunes as well. So how many of these dice am I rolling for group 3? 3. Wow, you picked group 3 and we're rolling 3 dice. And you also got the Empress, which is number 3. So maybe 3. Oh, and knowledge is number 3 as well here. So maybe 3 is a good number for you. Okay. So what does group 3's crush want to tell them or want them to know? Okay, so we've got Marvin the Martian there. So this person may feel like an outcast or a loner, or they may even be a foreigner in your country. They may feel as though they're kind of, you know, on the outside a little bit. They may struggle socially and are not sure how to connect with people, but there's something there that's like a barrier that's making them feel left out or making them feel like they can't come towards you in some way. So just take that how it resonates. I get the feeling that a lot of these people are going to be socially anxious or awkward in some way, and it stops them from kind of making the first move. So I think you're going to need to be the person that does that. We've got the fountain there. A lot of these people have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I think earth factors in quite strongly as well though, and this is a symbol of abundance coming through, but also kind of intense emotions as well. They're kind of going through this period of change, and it's bringing some strong emotions with it. And then lastly, the saloon, which is all about socializing, getting to see someone in an open public space. So you may start to get closer to this person when you're able to see them in a kind of neutral space, like not work or either of your houses or anything like that, but somewhere that is open, like a cafe, like a bar, like a park. I know that a lot of those places aren't available to a lot of you right now, but just know that that's probably how you're going to get to know this person better, is in that kind of neutral space, because that's where they're going to feel more comfortable. But there's definitely a lot of compassion and care here, and they're definitely very attracted to you. They're just going through a lot of change at the moment, and I think it's mainly in the career area. They're really focused on that. But I like the starseed connection, and you've got so much divine guidance coming through today, which I think is amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this, group 3. Thank you so much for watching this. I would love it if you would give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd also love it if you would leave me a comment in the comments section below and let me know how this resonated with you. I try to reply to as many comments as I can, and I love reading how the cards seem to fit so many different situations. I just find it fascinating. If you would like to book a private reading or an angel healing session with me, the link to my Etsy page is in the description box below. Please remember to leave me your name, your email address, and your question when you book a reading. But also, if your question involves another person, I will need their name as well to connect to their energy in the reading. If you'd like to help out the channel in any way, I have a Patreon page linked in the description box, as well as a tarot wish list, an oracle card wish list. It's all in one list on Amazon, and a PayPal link for tips and donations to the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has done that or considered it. You are very kind, you are very generous. If you want to give the wish list a little look over and see if there's anything that you'd like there or that you think would work well with other things that I have here, other cards that I have on the channel, do let me know if you'd like to get me a deck. Also my Patreon page, we offer a monthly prize draw to win a reading with me. We do exclusive picker cards over there and other spiritual stuff, kind of ad hoc spiritual stuff, and you also get to vote on the new decks that we get for the channel each month. So whatever resonates with you, please don't feel pressured to do that. It's only if you would like to help out the channel in some way. The links are all to be found in the description box. But thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, Group 3. I hope this was helpful. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.